the echoes of the thousand doors, a Lawang Sewu legend. The air in Semarang is always thick, but as you approach the intersection of Pemuda Street, the atmosphere changes. It grows heavy, static, and unnervingly cold. Before you stands Lawang Sewu, the building of the thousand doors. To the tourist, it is a grand piece of Dutch colonial architecture. To the locals, it is a monumental tomb for the forgotten. The sun begins to dip below the horizon, and the orange glow of the dusk barely penetrates the sprawling, arched hallways. As you cross the threshold, the sound of the city behind you vanishes, replaced by an oppressive, suffocating silence. You start in the main hall. Your footsteps on the checkered marble floor sound like gunshots in the stillness. You begin to count the doors. 1, 2, 10, 50. The numbers lose their meaning. The architectural design is a labyrinth. The doors seem to shift, leading you into corridors you only just walked through. You descend into the basement. This is where the air turns frigid, smelling of damp earth and something older, something metallic like copper or dried blood. During the Japanese occupation, these very rooms were holding cells. The history here is not written in books. It is etched into the stone walls by the desperate hands of those who never walked out. As you reach the center of the basement, the darkness feels alive. You hear at first a faint, rhythmic scraping. Scritch, scritch, scritch. You turn your flashlight, but the beam dies against the suffocating blackness. Then you hear the weeping. It is not the crying of a living person, but a hollow, resonant sound, as if the walls themselves are mourning. A cold draft brushes past your neck, carrying the faint, cloying scent of jasmine, a sign, the elders say, of a Kuntilanak, a restless spirit trapped in the cycle of her own sorrow. You freeze. In the corner, where the light struggles to reach, a figure begins to coalesce. A pale, translucent form, draped in white, her hair hanging like a curtain of tangled grief. She doesn't look at you. She looks at the door behind you, the door that has just creaked shut, sealing you inside. Panic sets in. You run, your heart hammering against your ribs, but the corridor feels endless. Every door you pass is a portal, and behind each one, you catch glimpses of the past. Soldiers pacing the shadows, the flash of a bayonet, the silhouette of a woman who died long ago. You reach the exit, the heavy iron lock stubborn and rusted. Your hands tremble as you force it open, the screech of metal on metal echoing to the entire building. You stumble out into the night, gasping for air, the humid Semarang night feeling like a blessing. You look back one last time. The building stands silent, majestic, and completely still. But in a top-floor window, a light flickers, a single, soft flame, and you know you are not being watched by a person, but by the thousand doors, all of which are now waiting for the next soul to wander inside.